And after that bombshell announcement yesterday that President Biden is ending his re-election campaign, local Democratic leaders are speaking out, praising his decision, also praising his likely successor as the party's nominee. News 8's Ken Pierce live at the state capitol in Hartford this morning with that part of our story. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning to you, Keith. Yeah, local Democrats lining up with that praise for President Joe Biden's more than 50 years of public service and praising him for his decision to end that career in public service this coming January. Connecticut's senior senator Richard Blumenthal called President Biden one of the greatest, most courageous and consequential presidents in American history, end quote. Of course, it was the 81-year-old's performance in a recent debate with Donald Trump that had many of his supporters even saying it was time for him to step down. Biden announced the end of his re-election campaign, then announced he is supporting Vice President Kamala Harris to replace him at the top of the Democratic ticket. Connecticut's junior senator thinks plenty of others will be on her side at next month's convention.
I think what you'll see is a huge majority of the delegates enthusiastically supporting Kamala Harris.
Connecticut Representatives Rosa DeLauro, Joe Courtney, and Johanna Hayes all endorsed Vice President Harris yesterday as well. Republican leaders in Connecticut, of course, taking a much different position. State House Republican leader Vin Candelora saying that Biden was forced out of the race by the same insiders and career politicos who propped him up and lied to the electorate about his fitness for office. Connecticut will send 60 delegates, regular delegates, and 14 superdelegates to the Democratic Convention, and those are the people who will officially decide who is going to be at the top of the Democratic national ticket. Live at the Capitol in Hartford, I'm Kent Pierce. Back to you.
All right, Kent, thank you. And Connecticut leaders and members of the president's party reacting to his decision to step aside. Governor Ned Lamont saying in part, quote, under President Biden's leadership, our economy is stronger. Our long neglected infrastructure is being rebuilt. More people are working than ever before, and millions more have access to health care, all of which makes an enormous difference here in Connecticut.